Welcome to Mardin, Turkey, an amazing city in Turkey that everybody should know about. From its stunning Assyrian architecture to its labyrinthian streets, this city just keeps surprising, so let's get into it. Welcome to Mardin. So this right here is Mardin's Old Town area. So that's why you can see all these old buildings behind me, but yeah, this is Mardin. It's one of those places that everybody in Turkey knows about, but no one outside of Turkey knows about. Right now we're walking down the main street of Old Town Mardin, and like much of Mardin, this is a street that I've never seen anywhere else in the world. The coloring is beautiful, the Assyrian architecture is amazing, and the vibes are just perfection. From this street are a bunch of narrow streets that go on for miles. Going down these streets, you find that most cars can't even get down them, to such an extent that donkeys are used to collect garbage. As you stroll down this street or many of the other streets in Mardin, you really get a feel for how this city must have felt hundreds of years ago. It's extremely unique, it's beautiful, it fits the area perfectly, and despite still being in Turkey, it feels like you've traveled to almost a whole different country.
And all of my tears are running dry. Take me back to the top. The waves come crashing in. The roaring surface listening. Echoes lost again. It's all on the medicine.
So this is really like walking through a maze. These streets just twist and turn, but everywhere you go is beautiful, so you can't go wrong. I think we took a wrong turn. It's just crazy, like just walking around, it feels like you're walking through a museum or like some sort of movie set. It's just so unique, I feel like. Like Mardin is a very unique city. Every brick is like this color, so you get that like whitish glow to everything. And yeah, it reminds me a bit of Venice, but without the canals. All the winding passageways though. It's definitely something to behold. So yeah, if you're in Turkey, Mardin is definitely a city that you should see if you get the chance, because it's worth it. Right, Club? What are you saying about me? Take me on an adventure.
It's all on the medicine. It's all on the medicine.
Still lost, but it's narrowing. Can we make it? Nah, this feels like someplace out of like Indiana Jones or something. It's crazy. Just walking through these like narrow streets that barely fit like two person abreast. It's really something. And there we go, we made it back to the main street, right back there. Boom. Let's go. So one of the things I definitely recommend you trying here is the coffee. It's a little bit different from a normal coffee. It's like I don't know how to describe it. I'll try and figure out the words as we go, but it's really, really good. We're definitely buying some beans. It's like Turkish coffee, but a little bit sweeter and a little bit more like aromatic. It is really delicious, so definitely recommend. After a nice coffee break, it was time to hit the streets again, this time in search of the perfect restaurant. Unfortunately, over my few days in Mardin, I was unable to find any restaurants that I absolutely must recommend, but one thing that did blow me away is the views that most of these restaurants have. You walk in through the restaurants, they have a stunning facade, it looks beautiful, you feel that old Assyrian architecture all around you, and then you open up to a stunning vista showing you a panoramic view down the mountainside and into the fields below. It is breathtaking.
The roaring surface listening.
With dinner concluded, there was time for one more stop, and it was a stop that we could not miss. It was to try and buy some of the world-famous Mardin wine. Personally, I like the red wine a lot more than the white in Mardin and throughout Turkey. What I found in Mardin when it comes to wine pretty much holds up to what I found about wine in Turkey in general. The white wine tends to be a little bit too dry for me, but the red wine is spectacular. It's fruity, it's sweet, it's the perfect balance for a red, and the wine in Mardin was no exception. We bought as much as we could. With that final stop, it was time to head back to the hotel. Way back, we did stop to sample a few of the local sweets, all of which were utterly delectable, but with the sleepless baby, we didn't have time to film too much of that. But that's okay, because next up was a city equally or possibly even more beautiful than Mardin. That'll have to wait until the next video. Thanks for watching.